All right, so guys, I want to kick this off by saying how proud I am of every single one of you guys from yesterday to today. We're coming out and supporting everybody, yourself, your coworker, the negotiations team, everything that you stand for, because you guys showed out today when it came for this picketing vote. And it's just amazing to see it. It's amazing to see it all day today was just a consistent flow of people coming in and just like, yes, we are ready. We are ready to go. We are ready to pick it. And you guys are just signing, and you guys are bringing your coworkers, and your coworkers are excited, and everybody was together, and there was groups of people coming in at a time, and that's what we talk about when we talk about a collective. It's not one person, it's not two people, it's all of you guys. And for a while we've been explaining to you guys, we've been telling you guys that we're not going to bring this contract home for you guys. It's you guys yourself that's going to bring the contract home for yourself. We're just the ones, how you say, facilitating it and making sure that everything is fair across the board and holding the employer to that standard. But that only happens when every single one of us comes together and we make that so powerful and so undeniable that it's noticeable. It is noticeable. And today didn't just show that, it screamed that. It screamed it to a point where I am just sitting there during my lunch break and it's like a tsunami. People are just coming in and in and in, and they're happy, they're excited, they're motivated, and they're ready to bring it home. So let's bring it home. We already crossed the freaking line. There's no turning back now, guys. And from what I saw today, Pat, you've been there all day today. If this isn't just the show of what it is to stand together, then I don't know what it is. CFAM should be in the freaking dictionary for what it means to be united after today, what we did. What you guys did. We didn't do shit. Me and Pat didn't do shit today. We didn't do not a thing. It was you guys. You guys took the time out of your day on your lunch break, no matter if you were coming from Farmingdale, if you were coming from a PSC location, no matter where you were coming from. I saw people today, Pat, I never even knew existed. I
Right.
didn't know some of these people exist. These are co-workers. These are people that
Yep.
have been fighting alongside us since the very beginning. And I got to meet some of you guys today. I got to hear some stories today. And that is even more of the reason why you guys should even be running now. Guys, the kind of show out that we had today, you guys should be so proud of yourself. So extremely proud of yourself. Because you guys know what's at stake. You guys know what's at stake. We all know what's at stake. But there's one thing I can say, and then Pat, you hop in. There is no way that Northwell can't deny what went on today. If they deny that, then they gotta be blind. They must be at a different institution. They must be a part of a different committee. Because what happened there today was the start of something bigger. And guys, oh man, I can speak for Pat on this one. I've been more than grateful and have so much gratitude to be able to represent for you guys, along with the rest of the group that's representing. But holy shit, Pat, did today make me be like, wow, what we've been doing has been working and people are understanding. Pat, hop in, hop in.
Yeah, I'm here, baby. Listen, that family, how you doing? It's Patrick here, and I've been running around the last couple of days, putting in some extra time, being at 2500 in the morning to open up, help them set up, and then I was there to help them, at the end of the day. And then today I knew I had to make sure I got here early enough so that I could be there because I know how important that mid shift, day shift, and everybody showing up it was to be available. And the funny thing is that as soon as I got there, HR had called 1199 and kicked them out of the cafeteria, so they couldn't be there no more. But luckily, I was able to be there. The second that happened, they couldn't throw us that ballot box out the door. All of a sudden, all the managers, supervisors, everybody from the C-suite upstairs started coming downstairs and taking their lunch. And you know the amazing thing is, in spite of all that traffic and all that leadership that they saw, nobody of you guys was scared. You guys still came up to the table. You still signed your name. You still casted that ballot, and you still put it in the box in front of them. And these people, they were on their phone. They were texting upstairs. Oh my God! Oh my God! These people are showing up. Oh my God! What are we gonna do? We put the message clear as day to Northwell that we mean business, right? And now here's the wonderful thing is our preliminary accounts that 1199 have given us. We have already given notice to Northwell that we plan on being on a picket, informational picket, July 9th between 1 and 3:30 p.m. That's Wednesday next week. So we're already pushing the envelope faster because we have this momentum. And here's the thing: we promise you guys this time round, we're not gonna let it die down. We're not gonna let it coast down to a crawl again. So this time round, we're going to the umpteenth degree for you guys. We're gonna push it to the very end, and we're gonna make Northwell wish, they're always gonna be playing catch up with us. So that's why it's important that you guys did what you did. That means we're ready, and that means we gotta be out there on that picket line. It's a majority rule. So even those people that are nervous and scared and they couldn't come out because fear was just too much, now's the time to let them know it's like, well, majority spoke. We got to go out on that picket line. Even if you don't want to, you should be there. All right. So that's the message that we got to tell the people that are scared. Say, listen, majority rules. Now you got to be out there, otherwise you're gonna hurt our chances to get what we need. This is the power of the collective. That's why it was so beautiful to see all you guys show up the way you did. Um, we didn't do it. You guys did it. Like Shamir said, we're just there to make sure everything happens in the way it's supposed to. And you guys doing that gives us the power to sit there at the table and tell Northwell, yo, you got to really step up your game or else. So, that's what I got to say about that. Shamir, what you got to say?
I want to share an analogy, Pat, because me and you always talk about this because, like, regardless of what people think, it is a wartime. It's a wartime. It's a civil war in our own place of where we work, and it's not even an analogy. It's a true story. Many years ago, when people were, this was in the time where people were still they were conquering different places. There was a crew and a captain. They were outnumbered 1 to 10, outnumbered 1 to 10, and the captain told them, "There's only one way that we're gonna survive." And as he said that, he burnt every single ship that they sailed into that island with. They burnt every single one. They said the only way that we win and we get off this island alive is to conquer the island and bring ourselves back home. And that's exactly what they did. Outnumbered 1 to 10, and they won. Because the thing is, like Pat said, and like I said earlier, it doesn't matter how big somebody is. It's who has the strongest collective power. And here's the thing. Yes, we are all Northwell workers. But today we showed that we're more than that. We're not just another group of Northwell workers. We're a group that's unified. A unified group of Northwell workers. That we want the best not only for ourselves, but like the saying goes, for the neighbor. We genuinely cared for each other today. We had people talking to people they didn't even know, making sure that they signed up, because it was more than just, hey, what do I get out of it? It's what are we all going to get out of it? How are we all going to breathe a little bit better coming into work? How we all are going to feel better coming into work? How we're all actually going to come back in and actually enjoy being at work? Because the truth is, most of us actually love our jobs, but it's coming into an environment that's so sickening, so dampening, so hurtful, that makes you not want to be there. And what you guys showed today is just the beginning. It is just the beginning. I can't even explain, because just seeing all that come in, it was like, wow, Pat, everything that we've been doing the last couple of months, this is what it was for. It was to get people to really understand what's really on the line here. It's more than just say, yeah, we're revolutionizing and go against the employer. No, it's far from that. These are basic human and worker rights that we're owed. We're owed this, and we were never getting it. We were never getting it. We put out a podcast, Northwell changes a policy. We put out another podcast, Northwell changes another policy. Guys, ask yourself a question. If we put out a podcast and in a week the policy changes, some of you guys have been here 20 years. They didn't think that over the 20 years it was okay to change those policies? That 20 years of you working hard and servicing for the company, that they could have did something good for you guys? They wait until fire is lit up back against the wall for now them to start thinking, hey, you know what? Maybe we should do this for the employers and the employees. And even then, it's not good. Even then, they're still not willing to break and say, you know what? Let's do good by the people for once.
No, that's not gonna happen.
No, they just change it just enough to make it seem like they're making progress. Well, here's the funny thing of how progress runs. It runs in two directions. And you can either be moving forward or you can move back. And I can promise you one thing. That's exactly what they did. Because if they would have just treated us right from the beginning, we would have never been here. But now we are more fired up and pumped than ever.
That's right.
Seeing what the hell happened today, I could only imagine when July 9th comes. And guys, this isn't the time. This isn't the time. You guys showed up today. You guys showed up in front of supervisors and managers inside of the cafeteria. Looked around and still signed and smiled and said, I am ready. So remember that when July 9th comes, all the way from now till July 9th. Bust your fireworks, have an amazing barbecue, do whatever you want to. Celebrate independence, but celebrate a victory that's coming to this lab because it's coming faster than you think.
That's right.
So you guys can count on it. Have 4th of July, Independence Day to America. Well, independence to the people inside of Core Lab because we're doing it. And we are going to. We are going to win.
That's right.
If it's not a but, it's not a can't. It's we have won. Because what you guys did today, that doesn't move just a little bit. That moves mountains and that makes ripples across the nation. You don't think people are talking about core labs? Guys, we are a centralized lab, which means there's so many moving parts that was supposed to not make this work that it worked. Like, understand that. Right before the voting started, Pat, you remember this? Phlebotomy was in the building.
Yes.
Phlebotomy was in the building. As soon as we start going into getting ready to vote, they move phlebotomy to Farmingdale.
Yep.
They move all you guys to Farmingdale, but what did they do, Pat? They kept them at CFAM. They still belong to CFAM, but they're in Farmingdale.
Yep.
But what happened? It didn't matter today, did it? You guys came. You guys showed out. And the beautiful part was you guys did it on your lunch break. Nobody put a gun to your head and say, you guys got to come. Instead of eating your lunch and having an hour to yourself to have peace of mind, you said, let me go to Core Labs, put my ballot in, and stand for something. And did you guys do today? And I just want to let you guys know how proud I am to be making this video right now, because it has been pulling teeth. And I can truly say that. And I said this yesterday and I said it this morning. You guys want to ask about raises. You guys want to ask about benefits. You guys want to ask about school tuition. You guys want to ask about your child care. It's there already. It's called the league. And we are all respective enough to deserve that, and it's ours. So stop asking what's going on and just already know it's ours. And it's stuff like this of you guys showing up that makes it happen. And make it happen did it today. We are made for this. Remember that quote and stamp it to your forehead, because that is the logo of this company. But guess what? Today we definitely showed that we are made for this. And we are made for much more than just what Northwell expects us to be made for. Because guys, this is not just going to change your life. This is going to change the people you work with life. The people that you see crying in locker rooms because management has taken them to the point where they can't even stand it. This is going to change the life from people who have to probably work 2 jobs because they can't even make ends meet. This is going to change the lives of the people that goes to the ER and has to pay an $800 bill. This changes the life of people who can't get certain prescription medications because it's just too expensive. This is changing the life for everybody in every way possible. And it's because you over there right now looking at this video decided to say, I am going to stand for something that's right, something I deserve, and something that everybody around me deserves. And you did it. You did it today. The other person on the side is that's going to be looking at this in a couple of minutes. You did it. Me and Pat didn't do anything. The negotiators didn't do anything. We have just been fighting from what the power you gave us. And guys, you gave us the power you guys gave us today. You don't understand. You don't
Yes, you
understand.
did, guys.
And this is just the
And
beginning. Come July 9th, I expect to see every single one of you guys that came into that cafeteria today extremely happy and hyped, out there on your lunch break, doing your thing, holding a picket and picketing. And for the people who's going to see this that didn't sign today, I can promise you one thing. The amount of people that were here today, some of them yesterday were scared to be here today. And they still showed up because they realized enough is enough. And you're probably going to be looking at this video in a few, and you're gonna wonder, oh, did I know some of these people who showed up? And then you're gonna ask, and you're gonna find out that they did. And then you're gonna feel, wow, I know this is the right thing, but I didn't take no action. Well, here's the beautiful part about standing up for your rights. There's never a close date on it. Today was just to show how united we are, and united are we. But you see, come
that's right.
July 9th, all those people who didn't sign but want to be a part of it, because we know, Pat, you know, all the negotiators know, we have conversations with so much people. They just don't want to sign. They just don't want to sign, but they want to support everything. So that's your chance. The voting closed already for the day because we kicked ass.
That's it.
Because we kicked ass. But doesn't mean that if you can't come out July 9th and really bring this home. And bring it home, or are we going to do that, Pat?
We're definitely gonna bring it home. So like Shamir is saying, everything he's saying is all 100% true about it. It really is you guys who did all this, and it's like he said. Some people didn't make it out to get the vote. We understand that not everybody can do that. Just like the Wednesday, July 9th, is going to be a 1 to 3:30 p.m. We understand that some people work two jobs, some people work nights. There's all different situations why you can or can't do it. But just because those that can be there, made the extra effort to show up and vote today. We're going to ask you guys to make the extra effort and show up for the 15 or 20 minutes that it takes to be a part of the picket line, to show Northwell that we mean for it. We need to be there in force. We need the numbers to show up and support everything. And once we do all of that, bro, I'm telling you right now, the next steps become so much easier because now we're in action. Now that our feet are moving and the blood is flowing again, we realize that we can make that finish line that much sooner for us if we just continue forward and we keep the pressure on Northwell and you let them know that we're not settling for anything less than what they've already given 23,000 other workers here at Northwell. Right? We're not settling for something less than. We're at least equal to them. We're on the same par as them. There's no reason why we should get less just because we're in a core lab. So make July 9th special. It's a celebration of our collective power, and it's really to drive home that message to Northwell. Wake up. We're ready. I hope you are too.
I love that. Wake up. Wake up. We here. And guys, like Pat just said, this only strikes a momentum course forward, not backwards, only forward. This speeds that process up to a point you can't believe. You can't believe it. It's just gonna expedite everything, and we deserve, like you said, the bare minimum is equality, and that's what we're fighting for. That is exactly what we're fighting for. And today showed that we are all on the same page. You want the raise? Show up. You want the benefits? Show up. You want the childcare? Show up. It's already there. It's already there. Just show up. You showed up today. Show up again. Whatever you need to do to make sure you get what you want out of this contract, show up. It takes no more than 15 and 20 minutes out of your day, and you're on lunch. There's no excuse for something that you want. Because we all know if we want something bad enough, we don't stop until we get yes. And if this is something you guys want every single day, then sparing 15 to 20 minutes like you did today is all it takes. Is all it takes. And to the employer, right? And to the employer.
Who's watching right now?
We're just getting started. We're just getting started. So with that being said, guys, you guys are amazing human beings. I am truly happy, and Patrick can contest. We are extremely grateful that we are representing for you guys. And like I said, welcome to the party, like always, right, Pat?
God bless you guys. Thank you for everything you guys done for us, man. Without you, we couldn't do what we're doing. So thank you for your
God
support.
bless America, and God bless Core Labs. We'll see you guys in the next one.
Take care, guys.